Hi, I'm Thorn Bishop, and welcome to Top Secret Inc. Today we're walking through issue 1 of Harley Quinn, Volume 1, Preludes and Knock Knock Jokes by DC Comics. Now just take a seat and enjoy the ride. So issue 1 starts off with Poison Ivy locked up in Arkham. Shocking, I know. But here's where it gets fun. Two guards roll up wearing full hazmat suits because, and I quote this from the story, we all know how good of a kisser Ivy is. I mean, fair point, guys. Death by smooch is definitely not how you want to go. The guards think they're being clever by bringing her fake potted plants instead of real ones. You know, because actual plants would be like handing a flamethrower to a pyromaniac. But plot twist here. Ivy grabs both fake pot plants and just goes bonk bonk on their heads, knocking them all cold. And surprise, surprise, cracking open one of these pots reveals a red and black outfit. That's right, folks. Good old Harley Quinn has been playing dress up as Poison Ivy the whole time, sneaking into Arkham like it's the world's most dangerous delivery service. Why? Because it's time to break her pudding out of the slammer. Obviously. Now, here's the cute part. Harley picks up those fake flowers and takes a bite out of one of them. Turns out that they're candy flowers, her absolute favorite. Basically some bubble gum. So, she's strolling down this hallway full of cells, you know, just your typical Tuesday night in Arkham, blowing bubbles like she's on a casual evening walk, when she finally finds the Joker's cell. Does she pick the lock like a normal person? No. She takes the gum out of her mouth, rolls it into a little ball, and whips it at the door. The door explodes into 100 pieces because apparently Harley's been packing her gum with more explosives than an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And then there he is, Mr. J himself, lying on the floor, laughing his ass off, back together with his little Harleen. Now, we cut to Buster, Lewis, and Martin, a few of the Joker's goons. Well, Martin's really the new guy, and let me tell you, the other two are absolutely roasting the poor bastard because he has the sense of humor of a wet sock. They're basically telling me he better to learn to find things funny or the Joker's gonna rub him out completely out of the picture. And honestly, in the Joker's organization, that's probably the nicest career advice you're gonna get. That's when Harley kicks open the door like she's auditioning for an action movie, carrying the Joker in her arms. And wow, Mr. J looks like he got hit by a truck. Bandages on his arm and his head. I guess Harley might have miscalculated the amount of explosives to throw at that door. Oops. The boys put the Joker to rest so he can heal up. And what does Harley do? She starts messing around with the Joker's dangerous toys, because apparently nearly blowing up her boyfriend wasn't enough excitement for one day. It's been a couple days, and Mr. J is still out of it. Like he's been hitting the ketamine a little too hard. But Harley's been busy doing some home decorating, and shows off the bedroom she's accessorized. Finally, the Joker snaps out of it, and the sight of this bedroom brings him back to reality. Classic Joker. Nothing says, I'm feeling better, like judging interior design choices. Harley's so happy she leaps on top of him, which causes him to spasm in pain and collapse on the bed. Smooth move, Harles. He starts screaming for water and she runs out of the room to fetch it, for him like the devoted girlfriend she is. As soon as she's out of the room, the Joker's demeanor shifts, and we get that cruel look on his face that reminds us why he's, you know, a psychopath mass murderer. He tells us how happy he is that she's finally left the room. Pretty harsh. He's hunting around for his utility belt when Martin tries to buddy with him. Martin mentions about something how smart it is to just use Harley, which is definitely not the time or place for relationship advice. Mr. J doesn't even know who this guy here is, and he's clearly not impressed with Martin's social skills. Out of fear, Martin reaches for his pistol in his pants. Big mistake. Mr. J snatches it out of his hands faster than you can say, "Why so serious?" and puts the gun to Martin's head while slipping a cigar in his mouth. The Joker insists that Martin smokes the cigar. Too bad Martin didn't know that that cigar was explosive. I guess the moral of the story is smoking really isn't good for your health, especially when the Joker's your supplier. Now we cut to a new, soon-to-be-open Gotham music park called Happyland, because nothing says family fun like a theme park in the most crime-ridden city in America. We've got Bruce Wayne, Happy Jack Happy, who's the park owner, and his wife there. Happy's smoking a cigar, hopefully not an explosive one, telling Batman about the angle of the park. They're gonna have employees in costumes running around dressed like Batman, Robin, and all the associated heroes and villains. They've even hired a sexy female to dress as Robin because apparently someone thought, you know what this family-friendly theme park needs? Sexualized teenage side chicks. You can just see how absolutely thrilled Bruce Wayne looks. I'm sure he's thinking, great, now I get to watch people make a mockery of my night job while I smile and just write checks. Back at the Joker's hideout, Mr. J is reading the paper, while Harley's trying to peel his clothes off to give him a body massage. Romantic? Sure. Appropriate timing? Well, that's debatable. Then all hell breaks loose. The Joker slams the paper on the ground in pure rage and tells Harley to pick it up and read the headline. That's how they learn about Happyland. And let me tell you, the Joker is absolutely pissed that they're exploiting him for profit. Because apparently even homicidal maniacs have standards about brand licensing. So, the Joker sweet talks Harley into sabotaging the main ride at the park. But here's where it gets sneaky. Before Harley and the goons leave, the Joker calls the goons over and tells them that they need to sabotage the ride without Harley knowing. He needs to be the one that's responsible. The Joker needs to have the last laugh. Because nothing says healthy relationship dynamic like secretly plotting behind your girlfriend's back while she's thinking she's helping you commit terrorism.